Guys, if you love that vintage, old world romantic style for your decor, then you are gonna love today's video because I'm gonna be showing you how I used the lantern that I thrifted along with some beautiful roses, some lace, some ribbon, and just a few other items to make it so beautiful. It's gonna be a wonderful transformation. If this is your first time here, I'm Marilyn, and welcome to Marilyn's How-Tos, my home and garden channel. So now guys, we're going to take a look to see how we put all of the things together to make this beautiful romantic vintage lantern. So let's take a look at some of the items that I used. These beautiful spray roses, I just love that strong pink color that they have. They came from Publix and they were only $4. They had a 3 for $12 special. And you see the lantern right there, along with the lace and some ribbons that I have. And these over here are some hearts. I got them in a pack at Walmart. You just use them to scatter them on your decor. And these were actually only for $2.98. And there's so many in there, and I can use them time and time again. So I thought that was really a good buy. Over here I have my pipe cleaners that I'm going to be using to secure my bow in place. And I have my trimmer there for the roses, and I'll link in the description box below where you can get that, as well as the Bleds cordless glue gun on Amazon. So these are items. We're going to go ahead and get started. So first, I'm going to be using some tulle, and this is white tulle. I actually got this from the dollar store. And this is the color that I wanted, just something, more mild and just that more, look of romance. And of course, this can be used, for weddings, for Valentine's Day, for a tea party, just anything that you wanted to have that kind of old world feel, just very gentle and calming. And I'm just basically making the loops and just pinching them in, to get a nice fluffy bow. And of course, there are other colors of tulle that are available, depending on what your theme is, but I thought I'd go with this one today for sure. So I'm just working it in there and make sure that I have as many as I can to give it that nice, almost like a cloud-like look. And by the way, guys, if you have never subscribed to my channel before, I do hope that you will hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you'll never miss an upload. I do lots of gardening, but every now and then you'll see me using some fresh flowers to make a really nice decoration. So we're going to go ahead now and cut it off. And I'm just going to cut it straight. I'm not going to try to do a dovetail or have it slant or anything like that, just for that old world feel. And then now we're going to go ahead and get our bow secured. And most times I'll use like floral wire, but in this case, because the tulle is so delicate, I thought the pipe cleaners were really the best option because they have that nice fuzzy outside, and that's going to be gentle enough for the tulle, so it's not going to get damaged or anything like that. Plus it's also easy for me to work it too, so that was perfect. And of course I got the matching color. And now we're going to go ahead and add my satin ribbon, which again is for that nice old world feeling. I got this at Walmart. This one is 5/8 of an inch. And of course, you can use ribbons that are a little bit wider if you like, or even different textures. But I thought that this would have been perfect. One thing though with these is that when you're using, like the satin ribbons like these, they can be a little firm. So you always want to make sure that you're pinching them, so that way you can manage your bow and it looks really natural and it falls into place the way you would want. So it does take a little patience, with this part especially, but it's definitely worth the time, to just do it that way and have it going for you. And I'm going to be doing 2 loops in this case. Of course, you can do 3 or even more, pairs of loops if you like, or you can even make them bigger. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right there. And then just secure it in place with a pipe cleaner. And now it's time for this beautiful beaded lace. I just absolutely love it. And tell me what you think in the comments, guys, if you like it. One thing about the beaded ones is that the ends are kind of loose. And because you don't want them to ravel out, then this is where the glue gun comes into play. You want to go in and just make sure that you put some glue up from the glue gun on there and just secure it in place. Trim off any loose edges if you need to, or any, little attachments that come off from the glue gun, and just, get it nice and secure so you don't have to worry about it. And of course, you have the other types of lace that, are not beaded. So those are probably a little easier to work with, but I really, really wanted to use this one. And I've had it for quite some time too. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to put it into play. And if you're liking this video so far, be sure to give me a thumbs up, guys. It certainly helps the video to go out so other people can get this great information. So now we have both ends secure. I'm just going to trim off that little one at the end there. And then I think we'll pretty much be all set to go. So we're looking good so far. And just to let you know, guys, that this is part of an open collaboration hosted by the Grace Life DIY Home Decor, as well as Connie's Creative Creations, and 7 other lovely ladies, including me. And so after I finished, I thought it still could have been a little fluffier, so I went ahead and I did another set of tulle and then attached it on there. And like I was saying before, guys, you can add as much as you like to make it as fluffy as you want. And now we're going to make the last bow with our lace. So I went ahead and made sure that it was, even on both sides. I mean, if you want, you can always have one side longer than the other, but I kind of wanted them to be even. And then we're going to go ahead and make the knot for the bow with a little bit of the lace. And then we're going to go ahead and secure it in place. So I'm going to go ahead and just attach it on there. I just find this cordless glue gun to be so convenient. You use it, and once you have it charged up ahead of time, it's good to go. You don't have to worry about the cord length or anything like that. It has its own charger and all of that. So it's definitely, a good item to have as a crafter. So now we're going to go ahead and wrap around that little piece towards the back. So we have our nice little bow. And I think it looks so cute so far. You could tell me what you think in the comments. I just think it's just so pretty. It just looks so bridal right now, And I'm on the back here, just making sure that and just pull it as tightly as you can, because, you want it to look, firm and really, really nice and neat, like a true bow. And then the next thing that I did was to add some of the hearts, just put them on inside of my lantern here. Of course, you have the option to use rose petals if you like, just something that works for that era. If you're doing a lantern that's not as, Victorian as the one I have here, maybe you could put like some beads, some colored beads in there, glass beads, that works as well too. And now we're going to go ahead and take care of our flowers here. I'm going to go ahead and have them trimmed off. And bear in mind that typically you want to measure them out to make sure that at least, the flowers go half of it is, it's like at least half the height above the vase, or even a third, no lower than that, unless they're really poofy flowers. And I cut mine underwater at an angle to help them to stay fresh longer. And I'd love to see if you have any ideas, any thoughts on what you normally do to keep your roses lasting as fresh as possible. I've heard a lot of different things. People sometimes use plant food in there. People put a penny in there. I've heard people putting sugar in there, the food that comes in a container. And I'm going to go ahead now and just add these. These are some leaves from little twigs from the camellia that I have in my yard, in my garden. And I thought I'd give it a little bit more greenery in there just to, fill it out a little bit more. And just arrange them nicely. And they smell so nice, guys. I wish you could smell it, but it's just so pretty. I just absolutely love that color. Of course, I love red roses. Those are my favorite, but this one is a very, very close second. Now it's coming up to the reveal, guys. So let's take a look and see how it turned out. So here it is, guys, and I did take one of the rows and put it at the top there in the center, just to have it pick up on the bunch of roses themselves. And I just think it's just so perfect for that, you know, romantic setting, perhaps, you know, like for your Valentine's dinner, or if you're doing a little, you know, area in your home, maybe like your entryway, just a nice little spot somewhere. It would be so, so wonderful. And of course, I have my crystal wine glasses and my crystal candle stands, as well as some doily. I think that always gives it that nice, you know, look that we're going for there as well too. So I really am very pleased with the way it turned out, and I did use that. That was actually a red throw. I thought it gave it that pop that we would need to show up the white, you know, to that nice contrast. So I thought it went really well with it. If you've never subscribed, you know, be sure to hit the notification bell when you hit the subscribe button, so that way you will get notified when the videos come out, and you can decide which ones you want to watch. On my live videos, those are pretty freestyle. You know, we just talk about topical things, and you can always check those out on my channel too. We have so much fun on those, so be sure to check those out. Those are usually on Saturdays, and we have a good time. So thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate it. I hope that you will have a wonderful time with your family. Remember, Valentine's is not just for couples. If that's what you're using this for, it's for, you know, your family, just to share love with others. You know, give a nice card to someone, make their day. Thank you so much for the time you've spent with me, and so being so faithful time and time again. Have a wonderful rest of the day.